And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Obviously the third one in the trilogy and probably my favorite Castlevania game, as well as probably one of the hardest ones there is in the series. And this one, just like the previous one, features multiple endings that I don't really know about because I didn't check, but I do remember back when I played it getting a good ending. So hopefully I can get it again, and if I don't, that's okay too. Well, what matters is the game after all. So, Dracula's Curse. This has a prologue and everything. During 50th century Europe, there lived a person named Dracula. He practiced sorcery in order to create a bad world filled with evil. That's very straightforward, isn't it? He began taking over the continent of Europe, changing countries from good to bad, really? What kind of storytelling is this? The good people of Europe tried to fight off Dracula, but no one was able to survive. Finally, the Belmont family was summoned to battle Dracula's vile forces. The Belmont family has a long history of fighting evil. The townspeople became afraid of the Belmont's superhuman power and asked them to leave the country. Fortunately, the people found a mighty Belmont called Trevor, which is the protagonist of this game, of course. And apparently this is set 100 years before the first game. The curse of Dracula has begun. The fate of Europe lies with Trevor. Alright. But yeah, apparently Trevor is like the grandfather of Simon. So yeah, this is technically a prequel. This repeats, right? I'm assuming it does. Whatever, let's get into it. As you can see, this game also features a password system. Oh, it also features a name system. Oh. If you will, get the volume to be a little bit louder. I don't know whose tone that is. Like, is that one of our ancestors or what? But yeah, as you can see, this is actually after the fuck up that Konami did with the previous game. They actually went back and essentially did the first game but better. That's the good thing about this game. It's basically the first game but better in almost every sense. So yeah, it's also harder, so maybe it's not better for everyone, but yeah. What I do remember is that, well, it said it in the description in the game selection, but you basically can transform into different spirits. I thought they were actual partners that were with you, but apparently they are spirits you transform into, which is a little bit weird, but hey. I don't see why a vampire hunter cannot be a shapeshifter as well. So it confuses me because the ending that I remember getting, it didn't imply that what you did was transforming into a spirit. It implied that someone was there with you. I unfortunately have no idea what are the conditions for the endings, as I said earlier, so I don't know if I'm gonna get the one I want, but it's okay. Whatever ending I get, I will accept it. Hopefully it's not too bad, because I think that some endings are bad. I mean, even the description of this game says that, or at least implies that there are some actual bad endings, so that will be a problem. I don't want to get a bad ending, of course. I can go down. Will I go down? Because I'm not sure the way... Because this game has branching paths, but I don't know if the branching paths depend on how you exit the level, or if you can choose after the level is over. I really don't know. Like this game, even if I played it some time ago. Okay, is another Medusa gonna appear? Yes. Alright. Damn, and another one. Well, at least it didn't make me fall. Boom. Alright. What do we got here? Is a boss? This, no, not yet. We got some zombies. I don't know what BLK means. Oh, I shouldn't have picked up the ads then. BLK, black? Does that mean that or what? BLK. I really don't know what that's supposed to mean. Cannot I get that? Can I get that candle? Seems a little bit lonely there. Yeah, I can get it, but picking up the reward is a different story. Then this flea man, I still don't know what a flea man is supposed to be. I mean, yeah, these things, but uh-oh. I think that they became faster on shooting those little shits. That's a problem. I don't think in the previous game they were that fast at shooting at you. Well, not to mention that they shoot 3 projectiles instead of 2. So that seems like a problem as well. Right. Damn. I tried aiming at him, but he fell so fast that it was for nothing. Right. Hey Blue, how is it going? I'm right here. I think I'm about to... This has to be a boss, right? Is it a boss? Are you a boss? No, this is not a boss. Oh yeah, never mind. I was about to say that I'm about to beat a boss, but apparently I'm not. Something that I also don't know is if I can beat this game today. So I don't remember how long the game is, but it's definitely longer than the first one, that's for sure. And since it's also harder, it might take a lot more. Wait, what's that? Oh, this is a boss. What the hell? Alright. I think your shield might not be working, mister. You might want to have it checked. Mr. Skeleton Warrior, I think that your shield did not work properly. Ooh, nice sound. That drill sound. Beautiful. Alright. So you can choose here if you want to go down or up. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? Can I see the whole map again? Can I go back? I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go up. There is apparently a boss there? Because there is a school. Am I gonna get fucked? Well, let's see. Wait a second. The clock tower already? Maybe I picked wrong. Because the clock tower isn't supposed to be one of the last stages or some shit. Remember when you used to compare every NES game to Mega Man 1? I don't know if I used to compare it with Mega Man 1. Maybe more with Mega Man 2 or 3. I mean, I think that it is a good way, because it's basically like a benchmark. To me, Mega Man 3 is the best NES game there is. So you have the benchmark with Mega Man 3. You compare everything to Mega Man 3 to to see how it will fit, you know. This song goes hard, I gotta say. Goes quite hard. Okay, nice to see that the holy water is as broken as in the first game. Oh, nice. Yeah. I gotta say that... I mean, I know that it sounds stupid, but I'm one of those people that gets really worked up about endings. So now I'm a little bit scared if I pick the path properly or not. I mean, I went with the school because it seemed like it's the hard part. And probably the game rewards you for going hard. Or not, I don't know. Hey Wasabi, how is it going? Yeah, Castlevania songs are usually used in a lot of places, including other Castlevania games, because they are just that good. The NES soundtrack is sublime, probably one of the best on the NES. The only one that could probably come close is Mega Man in terms of soundtrack. Because yeah, the Castlevania soundtrack on the NES is just fantastic. And I mean, the biggest proof you have is the fact that Konami for the following games kept remixing the same songs over and over and over again. In fact, you know the first level, that song has that song is basically in the first level of Rondo of Blood. Okay, this champ is a little bit tricky. There you go. You just needed to delay it a little bit more, nothing crazy really. Hey Fog, how is it going? Yes, video games. That's what this channel is about. In case there were any doubts. Did you say Symphony of the Night was different enough that you will skip it? No, I don't think I will skip it. I'm very curious to play it, but yes, Symphony of the Night is a very different game compared to any Castlevania that came before. It's the first one to have like a non-linear gameplay. And by non-linear, I don't necessarily mean that... Because, you know, even this game has different paths, but those different paths come from linear levels. You know, in Symphony of the Night, however, the levels are not linear. That's the main difference. Ouch. And basically after Symphony of the Night, almost every game follows the formula of Symphony of the Night, which we now know as Metroidvania, essentially. What the hell is this baboon-looking thing? He throws knives. I thought he was gonna jump right, damn it. That's fine. I think that I might be mistaken, but I think I took this path the first time I played this game. That's the thing, it's been so long that I don't even remember what I did, but... Oh, I didn't mean to stop time. Oops. But yeah. My plan, if everything goes right and assuming that I can beat every game and assuming that every game works, is precisely stopping... Fuck. I messed up. It is stopping at Symphony of the Night. That's my idea. I probably should recharge life since I'm here and you have an instant there right away. Because differently from the first game, you can only die 3 times instead of 4, so might be well worth to try to get the most amount of lives you can. But yeah, I was about to say that yeah, my idea is playing until Symphony of the Night, and that will be my last game for now. Maybe at some point I will play like the other Metroidvania games, but for now I want Symphony of the Night to be the last one. There are still some games to go though, especially in this collection. This collection has 8 games. What I'm still not sure is if I should play the Game Boy games. The Game Boy games, I don't know if they are the same games as the NES ones, but obviously downgraded for the Game Boy. Or if they are different altogether, but at the same time I'm very curious to play them. Like, I feel like I want to play them. But I don't know, it's hard to tell what I'm gonna do. But yeah, the plan will be basically, well, after this, it will be Super Castlevania 4, for sure. Also, look at this effect. For the NES, something like this is very unique. Like having a pendulum that works as a platform and actually moves this naturally. Like that, I don't think that's something that easy to do, you know. That actually has some merit. Most of the NES sprites are usually relatively static, right? But that one look as if it was from... like if it was modern. Mega Man 7 Hack also uses that gimmick. Yeah. But the difference is that Mega Man 7 is a Super Nintendo game. The impressive thing here is because this is an NES game, and NES games are usually very static when it comes to sprites. They usually... you usually have... I mean, what I'm gonna say is obviously stupid because it doesn't apply to the era that these games were made, but imagine, like, if you have different shapey cheese, right, slapped together at different places, right? Like, that's usually how NES sprites basically were. A lot of shapey cheese slapped together, but that pendulum is not as simple as a shapey cheese just put there, right? Again, I know what I'm saying is stupid, but that's like putting an animated PNG into the game. Which something like that for the time was a little bit complex. At the end of the day, though, let's not forget that this game released around the end of the NES life. I should have stopped time, goddammit. Why didn't I stop time? You have the power, you should use it. Now I have knives. But yeah. This one is one of the... like, I think this was released in 1990. It's not quite the very end of the NES lifespan, but it's very close to the end. So, I mean, that doesn't mean that it's not impressive. It's quite impressive regardless, but... yeah. Boom. Oof, that was close. We are bound to get hit by some of these Medusa heads. Not much you can do. Oh, really? Why did you not step on that? cocks. That's okay, don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Well, I think that the last year that the NES was active was like around 1992, right? I remember Mega Man 6, I think, released that year. That was the last NES Mega Man game. Hey Kyle, how is it going? You know that I was saying earlier that I don't remember the way the endings in this game are. Like, I don't know what branching path I should take to get the ending I want. Because the ending I want is the ending that I got the first time I played this, which is... Well, I don't want to spoil, but it's an ending where you stay with a character that wears a robe. Right? With the wizard, let's say. That's the ending that I want, but I'm not sure how to get it. Like, I got it without looking anything up back when I played this for the first time, so I'm assuming I can do it now. But I don't know. One of those things where you're basically blind. But hey, maybe I will actually... I will actually... what's the name? I will actually get it again. Hopefully. Hopefully I will. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting the other endings, but according to a description of the game, other endings are bad. Or, well, not all of the others, but some endings are bad, and I don't want to get a bad ending on this game. Because this game is hard to beat. It wouldn't, like, it will leave a very sour taste in my mouth if after all that effort I get a bad ending, you know? It will feel very bad. Hey, I have no idea the way it works. For now, I think that I'm gonna pick all the paths that have a school on them. Because it seems like that's what's supposed to be like the hard path. I'm assuming that the game will reward your bravery. Well, that's what the description also says. That you will need to be brave. Well, I know that that's a very generic thing to say in any game, but... You know... Like, it say that right before saying that you needed to choose the right paths. Because otherwise you will end in a world of shit. Well, it didn't say shit, of course, but... that you will be fucked, essentially. Yeah, it also didn't say fuck, but something like that. That's the idea. That's the general idea. Something about zombies, about darkness, about all that shit, right? Okay, this is the part that I use the clock. That champ is hard, and I don't want these Medusa bitches to get in the way. Now the problem is, if this game is like Castlevania 1, every time you die to a boss, you will have to go through the same path all over again. Now the problem is that this item, the time stop, doesn't work on bosses, right? Which means that this guy... It doesn't. It doesn't even stop the music at that point. So this guy doesn't seem very smart. Seem to be smart enough to realize where I even am. Right, go down again. One more time. No, not like that. Damn it. Oh, what a... Got him. And if I'm not mistaken, this guy is one of the spirits. Because I remember the first spirit you encounter, he climbs the ceiling. And this guy just did that. Yeah, he is. He's a thief. My name is Grant. I dream I was turned into a ghost. Well, I wouldn't call that a ghost. Please take me with you. My family was killed by Dracula. Alright. What will you do? Yeah, I'm gonna take you with me. I can help you a lot because I am very fast. Alright. Well, if you're very fast, you better put it to use right now. Okay, is there gonna be another branching path? Well, assuming we are about to die, yeah, there's no branching path because what the fuck are we gonna do? Other than running, I mean. So how did I turn into this guy? It was crouching select? I don't think... Wait, is the crouching necessary? No, only select. I thought you needed to crouch, but no, you just need to press select. His family was killed by goats. Yeah, it was killed by goats. Killer goats. You know that the goats are in a lot of places an equivalent to the devil. You wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, I mean. Whoop. Wait, that was... come on. I thought I was supposed to... I thought I was supposed to jump right. I guess not. But yeah, what this guy can do is climb shit. This thief thingy. He can also get stuck, as you can see. Wait, am I really stuck? Don't tell me I'm stuck. Oh, never mind. Well, not stuck because I can turn into Simon. I probably will be stuck if I was forced to stay with the other guy. But yeah, this is something that doesn't add up. Why does the description of the game say that you can turn into spirits? This guy doesn't seem like a spirit. Oh wow, okay, I will take that. This guy definitely does not seem like a spirit. I mean, we even had a handshake. I mean, I'm not saying that handshaking spirits is not possible, but... Wait, I need to use this guy here, right? Probably. It helps. Can this guy attack? I'm assuming, right? Wow, what an attack. Can you go up there? Well, no. I don't think I can climb like that. Alright. Unfortunately, you don't seem to be very battle useful. So, yeah, I think that... Well, yeah, no. Go back. Go back to Simon, please. Alright, now we're talking. Seems like the music wasn't the only thing Mega Man CX took from this stage. It has also a second character introduced in the same stage. Everyone copies Castlevania at some point, don't worry, it's normal. Wait a second, I need to go back left. That means that I might as well just drop here. Because I need to go back the same way I came. Did you play Bloodstain? I play the Bloodstain that is like the 8-bit version. I didn't play the one that is a Metroidvania. But yeah, the one where you also have partners and shit, I did, yeah. I mean, that's a game that it's based on this game for sure. Like that's kind of like the point of the game after all. And we really have to go back all the way. I thought there was gonna be a slight difference, but no. We just gotta go back. I didn't remember this. I mean, I remember the fact that we needed to go down. But I didn't remember that the stage was literally the same stage. That's the part that I did not remember. But hey, that's alright. I mean, we need to escape this because it's supposedly crumbling. So, I mean, it's supposedly crumbling because I don't see it crumbling at all. Fuck. Box. Ass. Damn it. What is this? I cannot progress. Oh, I could choose fall. Alright, whatever. Okay, damn, I only have one use of this for now, though. Okay, this is where the stage started. Oh, there is no boss at the end? So the school doesn't necessarily symbolize a boss. Huh. I thought the school well, obviously didn't, because I guess the first stage... Okay, so here we are going a different path, I guess? I don't know. The walls kind of look more broken than before. I guess I wasn't paying enough attention yet. We have owls? Are these killing owls or what? Well, yeah, that seems like it fits the description very well. You cannot really crouch them sometimes. It's better to kill them as soon as they appear. The problem is that some of them are very high, so that's not a possibility. You can crouch? No, not even the second time. I mean, it depends on your current position. They aim at you, so if you are jumping at the time they aim at you, I'm assuming that's when you can crouch. Right. So far, though, this is what I remember. Like, this is the path that I remember going. Which means that so far, we are on the right track. That's what matters. We are on the right track. No problem. Okay, these are the reviving skeletons. Oh, that looks trippy. I like it. Alright. Do we go left? Do I need to kneel here so a bridge will appear like in Castlevania 2? Nah, don't worry about it. This game doesn't suck like that one, so yeah. We don't need to do that sort of stupid shit. Though something that worries me a little bit is the time. Why do I have so little time remaining? Like, is this stage gonna be very short or what? Because I'm running out of time. Or maybe it replenishes when I go through the door? Oh no, it's a very short stage. And here we have another decision. I think it's this place because I remember that statue. This is where you encounter the wizard, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna go here. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the place I went. You gotta sell those Nintendo powers. Oh yeah, and also the renting of the game. But yeah, no, don't worry, this game doesn't have any of that. I mean, it has branching paths, but... Like, I'm pretty sure you can still beat the game regardless of which path you take. It's just that you get a different ending, you know? But yeah, I'm going for a very specific ending here, so... Hopefully I can get it. Wait. That shit was following me the whole way. What are these things, by the way? Are they jellyfishes? Oh. No, I shouldn't have... Yeah, I fucked up. Let me go. I'm about to die as well, so I gotta be careful. And we have a skeleton with a whip. Is this a Belmont? The checkpoint was right there. Well, I can take this as an opportunity to reset the lives. Right. Thankfully, since this game has... Wait, you start from here? Really? So the branching path doesn't even count as a different stage, huh? Well, that's good to know. I guess that's even more of a reason to pick that. Well, I'm assuming it will be the same on both, but... I kinda wanna see though what happens if you go down the other path. Like, I'm not gonna go down, but I want to see what the map shows when you try to go down the other path. Because I want to see if it also shows a school or not. Problem is that I don't want to go the other path and it actually goes there, you know? That will be a problem. That's the reason why I didn't try it last time, but... I don't know. I'm assuming that if I only go downstairs, it's gonna be enough, right? Like, if I only, like, press down, it's gonna be enough to see what the map does. Because I don't want to go down, but I want to see what it shows. But it doesn't show anything. Okay, both have a school, though. But no, see, that's the thing. I specifically remember those statues. Like, I remember that it was like some sort of altar, and that's where you meet the wizard. That's the only reason why I'm going there. Well, I don't know if the only reason, but also it looks better, you know. The bottom path looks a little bit evil. Maybe the bottom path is where you meet Alucard, I don't know. The thing is that Alucard might be the one that leads you to the bad ending. I never meet Alucard in this game. That's when I actually read that Alucard was in this game, I was like, what the hell? Where? But yeah, no, Alucard is in this game. This is a bloodstained game without the crystal wife. What you mean without? Are you kidding me? Without? Are you sure about that? We're about to meet her, mister. What do you mean without? The crystal girl precisely came from this game. What you mean without? It's like... fucking stoner? Alright, whatever. So it seems that these jellyfishes are better to ignore. Like, if you actually hit them, they become a real issue. Look at this. Ignoring them is way better. Don't spell Alucard backwards. Yeah, just like don't spell Nogard backwards. Don't spell Nogard backwards. Also big mistake. I'm about to meet the bottom of a bottomless pit. Are you sure about that? Oh, you might be right, actually. Ooh, that was close. That was close. You were almost right. Almost. So wait, these spiders throw little spiders instead of cobwebs? It made more sense in Castlevania 2, and for all that I don't like that game, you know, it actually made more sense in that game. But hey, that's alright. Yamami throwing Yamamis, yeah. Alright, so this is where the wizard was. Well, but before we need to fight... wait, what is this? A cyclops? Wait, I cannot hurt him. Oh, I need to hurt that crystal in his back. Might be the case, but then I barely have a chance to attack at this rate. Wait, how did you... Wait, it's not about attacking the hammer. Or maybe it only deals damage with the adze? But what if I don't have the adze? That will be fucked up. The adze is the only thing that deal damage. Wait, is the whip really useless here? Or maybe I need to aim to his eye since he looks like a cyclops. Yeah, okay. You just need to aim to his eye. It's just that the adze is easier to aim. Ah, fuck. Huh. The guy cannot do anything if you stay here, though. If I just stay here, you are bone. Wow, this guy is an even bigger moron than I thought. And I already thought he was a moron. He's an even bigger moron, somehow. Well, he's a cyclops. I don't think cyclops are particularly smart. So this is the wizard. Yep. Syfa, the vampire hunter. I will follow you if you need my help. And here we put yes. Yes. Take him. Damn. The game is gendering the character. Unbelievable. Well, I'm basically spoiling you. Like, you're supposed to think that my job is done, so you should go with him for now. Yeah, I mean, sorry for the spoiler. But yeah, it's a she, it's not a him. It's not a him. Also then, that comment that Fog made, I never thought of that. I know that it's a comment that is very anti-Twitch, but then... I actually never thought of that. Very good catch, Mr. Fog. I cannot go up. Wait, what do you do, first of all? Like, this girl was invincible, right? Like, that was her point. Oh, I think that you need to collect spells. That's what you do. I think. I don't remember, though. Ouch. The problem is that she's very frail. Oops. Metroid moment. Right, let me refresh my lives real quick. Just like that, alright. But you know, I think I'd rather use my guy Simon. But yeah. So yeah, Kyle, this is supposed to be your crystal waifu. That's the point. That's where she comes from. What you think? Wait, this is the wrong way, isn't it? Why would I want to come here? Damn it. So I'm a little bit scared at the way the stage is numbered. It's 4OA? Why OA? Am I going the right way? Or maybe if you go the other way, you actually, you know... Man, I press down, but I press it too late. Sorry, my bad. It's alright. So, hey, does someone know what BLK stands for? Cause I thought it was gonna change when I get the companion. Oh, wait a second. Actually... No, it doesn't change. So what the fuck does that mean? BLK? I mean, I cannot even think of a trap. The big BLK. No, that's the problem. I cannot even think of anything funny to say. Well, I mean, more so than normal. You know. Even less funny than normal. Oh, fuck. Okay, careful with that. No, that's fine, don't worry about it. I could have broke that, but I guess not. I guess we ain't doing that. Alright. This is also... this specific location is something that got reused a little bit in a lot of the following games. The ghost ship, it was reused on Rondo of Blood. In fact, Rondo of Blood is pretty much like, it copies so many things from this game, it's almost offensive. I feel like around Rondo of Blood, box. Like around Rondo of Blood is pretty much where Konami started losing creativity, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, cause maybe I'm wrong, but like isn't almost everything after Rondo of Blood like a remake of what they already did before? I mean, I know, okay, Symphony of the Night is very original in its own right, but I think that after Symphony of the Night also what came afterwards was also very bigly inspired by Symphony of the Night as well. Because you know that after this initial trilogy, a lot of the games that Castlevania has are pretty much like remakes of some sort of the NES games, because the following game after this is Super Castlevania 4. Castlevania 4 is a game that is pretty much supposed to be like the first Castlevania, but with the technology. I can't believe this skeleton is killing me. But with the technology of the Super Nintendo, of course. You know. I should actually use the knife. I have a knife there. Why am I even waiting for that guy to come close to me? Should kill him in the spot. But yeah. And then come a lot of other games that are also supposed to be more of a retelling of Castlevania 1, which are Castlevania Chronicles. I'm not sure about Castlevania Bloodlines. Hey, did you play Castlevania Bloodlines, Kyle? Because I don't know what to expect from that game. Like, I think that it's from Super Nintendo. Or actually, I'm not sure if it's from Super Nintendo. It's from somewhere. There you go. It was as easy as throwing a fucking knife, but I guess my brain did not come up with the solution until a little bit too late. Yeah, the knife is a very good weapon if you're dealing with cheaters. But yeah, if you're not, then it's not. Wait, you're gonna respawn, aren't you? Oh no, you're not. Okay. Pretty sure it's block. What, you mean block as level? Or block as what? Anyways, how is it going, Yamin? Like block as in like the level, right? Like when you say the block edge of the building and you mean like the floor. Is that what it's supposed to be? Or what? Yes, alright, thank you. It's a little bit weird because games usually don't say block. Like it's either stage or level. Uh-oh, is this Medusa? This is Medusa, yes. Wait, no, that's not Medusa. Wait, who are you? Or maybe... Oh, no, never mind, you are Medusa. But you don't have tits. You're supposed to have tits. Well, that and also be a threat. You're failing on both ends. That's weird. Well, it's weird that it's also a mini-boss. That's the real weird part. Well, that's fine. I mean, I don't know if that's fine, because if there is a boss at the end of this, I don't know if I can beat it. I don't have enough health. I will try, though. Well, of course I will try. What else can I do? How are we gonna fight? If this was like it is in Rondo of Blood, you fight death here. So isn't it a little bit too early to fight death? What is this? Uh-oh. Oh! Tim, the fact that this gimmick exists in an NES game is also very impressive, just like the pendulum. That's very, very impressive. Uh-oh, and here it comes. Not yet. Uh-oh. Okay. That's bad. Feels like the best thing I can do is to just get hit here. Oh, he just disappeared. Okay, well that's better. Problem is that I'm 2 hits away from death, dude. Oh, another one that disappears. Well, that one did. Okay, now I'm 1 hit away. And I'm pretty sure the checkpoint here is right at the beginning of the boat, so we will be in trouble. And you have a healing here? No? Ooh, we're gonna go back a long ass way, dude. Assuming there is not any checkpoint, which I don't think there will, because we didn't change the stage. Alright, the axe is better, of course. Well, pretty much anything is better than the fucking knife. Alright. Seems that there is where the boss is. What? Wait, what? I can't... Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's the boss, indeed. Well, at least I have something that can actually hit him. Wait, or not. Oh, they are the mummies. Folks. Am I gonna go back all the way? Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. That's pain. That sound is pain. The sound that I just made. It means pain. What does pain mean? It means something that hurts. Fuck, that was the wrong time to stop time. It's okay. It's sorta work. It's alright, don't worry. See, like this is the thing. I know this game is hard, so I'm not surprised by this. That's the thing. You could be surprised, but I'm not. I know how hard this game is, so this is just what I expect, and it's gonna get harder, by the way. In fact, this game, I don't think I can beat it on this stream. It will probably take some more streams to beat. But yeah, don't even worry about it. You gotta be patient. Thankfully we have the password system, the almighty password system. Such a beautiful system. System that doesn't occupy any sort of storage. Well, I mean, the password system itself will probably cost the storage inside of the game, but I mean that you don't have to worry about saving to another drive, because there is no save. In fact, you know that I'm pretty sure, obviously I wouldn't see why they will do it, but there are pretty games that you can definitely have a password for. Like even games that released today. Like for example, something like Sham King, to give a random example, like that could use a password system. Obviously, if the whole idea of the game wasn't constantly, you know, gambling your progress, right? Yeah, obviously if it was another type of game, I mean that the simplistic things that you need to save, you can save them with just a password. Obviously, why will you use a password in this day and age? Other than nostalgia, I guess. No, there is no reason, but yeah. Some games, even those released today, you could definitely still use a password system. Well, even I'm pretty sure something like I Wanna Be the Guy, you could use a password system. But yeah, at that point, why not use a regular save? If it takes a very small space, why don't you just save it instead of using a password, right? Got him. And I can't believe they made Medusa such a damn shover in this game. Because you know, earlier I talked about the game Castlevania Chronicles. Castlevania Chronicles, the boss that made me rage quit that game was Medusa. You know? So yeah. In that game, she's quite different from this one. I do want to play Castlevania Chronicles, and I obviously want to beat it. But yeah, I don't know. Last time it didn't go very well. But you know that I play those sort of games on stream that take a lot to be beaten, so... Wait, what happens if I go left? Is there really nothing on the left? Well, I guess not. Alright. I got this on the first try. Can I repeat? Well, it's not like it's too hard. Yeah, it's not. Where did you get the ads? I don't remember. Mr. Ads? Here, let's choose. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. I thought it disappeared, but it didn't. Alright, careful, because there is also... Well, that guy disappeared the previous time, but not this time. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Now the question is... The boss is right here, right? So my question is... What happens... when you go to the boss? Will it give you a checkpoint before the boss, or will it give you a checkpoint before the crows? Something tells me it will happen before the crows, which will suck balls, but it's the most likely scenario. I just gotta deal with it. Unfortunately, you cannot hit the spirit on its, well, spirit form. One mummy is dead, but so am I. Damn it. Yeah. I suspected. God damn it. I suspected. I suspected. Alright, that's fine. That's okay. Don't worry about it. What a sack of shit, dude. You know that there's something that I hate in pretty much every game is flying enemies. I really hate their guts. Unless you are also flying yourself, that's the thing. If you are flying yourself, they might as well not even be flying enemies, because everything is flying. But yeah, flying enemies in games where you need to walk on the ground, it's so annoying. In any game, like, I don't think there is a single game where they are not annoying. Obviously they have an advantage over you, that's the point. Also, the real problem here is that there are 2 coffins in this room. So yeah, you're gonna go to the other one. Is it gonna be the creature? No, this moron, huh? Well, the problem is that here I don't have a safe platform. Well, I mean, I guess this counts as a safe platform. Oh, I wasn't them. What a bait. He baited me completely. Alright. This is gonna be a problem. So yeah, I don't think doing the same strategy that I did before is a good idea. Or if I... Wow, nice. Very cool. Very, very beautiful. Ah, cooks. Alright. Maybe I could try using the wizard, but I mean, last time that I used it, it didn't seem to do much. I think that's because you need to get the spells, but what spells? Because, yeah, like the time stop, that's pretty cool. I'm an idiot. I die the same way I died before, dude. I think the difference is that the wizard takes less hearts to cast a spell, to use an item. I think that's the difference. Oh, there we have a spell. That's a fireball. What does this fireball do? Right, well, it's not really a fireball. It's more like a yoga flame. So is the time stop the exact same it's with Simon, or what? Well, let's find out. It's the exact same! Bro, why would you even have it as an option? I mean, I know that the time stop is very useful and all of that, but come on. Well, at least it seems that... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say in terms of damage it's the same, but... That guy died in 3 hits and not in 2. Right? Yeah, damn. Okay, so you're weaker physically too. And when I say physically, I also mean HP wise, because monsters that damage Simon by 3 points damaged this girl by 4. Folks. Just that you know, when I first played this game, I was very obsessed to only using the false stuff in games, right? So I didn't really use this character at all. So I didn't know... Well, then again, it's not necessarily bad, it's just that you need to approach the game in a different way. A good thing is that you have more range with your hit. Like, your regular hit, even if it's weaker, you can actually hit enemies above you. So that's good. Ah, cooks. Got him. Get bonk. Alright. Wait, did these platforms change color? Am I going insane? These platforms weren't blue last time, right? Not for what I remember. Maybe it's because I'm using this character. Like, weren't they red? Well, I mean, we can test this real quick. Okay, yeah, they for some reason have different colors. Maybe it's because these guys have different champ heights. I don't know, actually. Alright, I need to be ready though. Nice. Damn it. I thought it was gonna reach him, but it didn't. So, as long as I get the fireball, I'm assuming that at least the mummy boss should be easier. I don't know about the Cyclops boss, and I also don't know about this boss. Well, you deal a lot of damage, all things considered. I actually deal a lot of damage. Well, the problem is that I don't know if you die to the boss where you spawn. That's the issue. It's crazy that this only costs 1 heart, because it seems very powerful. Not just in length, but also in power. Surprisingly. But yeah, I don't know how common it is. Like, maybe it's very uncommon. Damn it, are you serious? Can you kill this guy for me, Simon? Oh, Simon doesn't even have the fucking whip. The upgraded one, I mean. Wait, do you lose your item when you swap? Okay, you don't. Thankfully. Well, Simon... I don't remember. No, I think I started... No, I started the level with this girl. Alright. Come on, let's get me to the checkpoint. I'm also not sure if dealing with the crows is gonna be better with the wizard, or if it's gonna be better with the Simon. With the Simon the Bell. Well, Simon. You know that I've been calling this guy Simon since the beginning. This guy is called Trevor. My bad, sorry. I mean, you look exactly like Simon, bro. Come on. I know that you're an ancestor, but fuck. Well, there goes the. There goes that. And what do I do now? Like, can I get the spell back or what? If I do, I would like to get it as soon as possible. Damn it. Like, maybe I get it here. Okay, I do get it there. Ooh, that was very close. Okay, so in theory the mummy boss should be very easy, but the Cyclops, I'm not sure. I have my doubts. Let's see, but the mummy should be easy. Because it should block the projectiles. But yeah, the Cyclops on the other hand, I have my doubts. So no matter what happens, I will die in the next hit, so... Okay. I also need to aim at it properly. Wait, can you even throw this in the air? Okay, you can. Unfortunately, you need to do it at a very specific time. And I'm running out of magic, that's also another problem. In fact, I ran out of magic. Okay, I can switch to Simon, but Simon doesn't even have his upgraded whip, so it's gonna be worse than normally, and it's already bad normally. Also don't have any weapon. And I only deal 1 point of damage. That's bad. No. Yeah, you cannot... Wait. Oh, that doesn't kill me because he deals... Alright. He doesn't deal that much damage against Trevor. I need to be patient here, unfortunately. I usually don't like being patient, but if I'm not, I'm definitely gonna get killed. One more hit. Nice. I didn't know you could hit him while crouching there. Oh, if that explosion was a projectile, I would have died. Which will be extremely sad, as you would expect. Alright, now we are... damn, we're actually swimming into a tower. Alright. Well, let's go. Like, this is... I mean, I know that pretty much we've been in Dracula's castle from the beginning, but we're getting closer to his chamber. Alright. How do these things swap? Oh, it's when you jump. Oh. I think I remember this song. A very interesting song. Doesn't sound very Castlevania at all, but pretty cool regardless. Okay, what are these things? And they supposedly have a shield. But the shield... doesn't seem to be protecting them very much. I mean, they die in one hit. But what? I got an extra life? I didn't even know this game had extra life, so you get an extra life at 20,000, huh? That's very interesting. Can you imagine one coin clearing this game? Because I sure as hell couldn't imagine it. Oof. Ooh, okay, gotta be careful here. Because the checkpoint is right there. I'm gonna use the knife. Not like the knife does a lot, but... rather use that than risk myself. But then the knife, as you can see, sucks monkey balls. Look at this shit. How many knives am I using? It's like he took like 8 knives or something. But that's why I don't like using knives. If you're not dealing with absolute cheaters, the knives are useless. The knives are completely useless. Uh-oh. Wait, what other game had these things? Mega Man, right? like this, like kind of obstacles that orbit a platform. I think it was Mega Man, the game that had these things. Well, and many other games, and I'm pretty sure the first one to use it was Mega Man, probably. Mega Man 5? I wonder. Oh, I remember this part. Oh, this is a problem. Ah, I got touched by that, damn it. And I tried to go... Oh, at least the checkpoint is here, okay. That's good. Yeah, I wonder if Mega Man 5, if it is the first one to use it. I mean, the first Mega Man to use it. I wonder if it's the first game to use it. Because, you know, gimmicks like this, you might think to yourself, you know, these are very basic, but there was definitely one game that used it first. I wonder if it was indeed Mega Man or if it was some other game. Alright. Also, gotta be careful not to go up too fast because, yeah, as you can see, sometimes these guys spawn out of nowhere, which is a problem. Cooks. Alright. Need to go left. Got it? Oh, and we are already here, okay. Yeah, I did remember this part, though. I remember it being harder. Maybe I'm confusing it with another game. I remember this part being harder than this, or maybe there is another one later, I don't know. Because I remember a part like that being in a place that like had water and shit. But that's not the case here. Oh, I'm surprised many of those didn't spawn. At least we got a checkpoint, that's something. We have an axe-throwing bastard. What do you want, mister? But then again, as long as you just... Oh, you cannot crouch those. Oh, I see how it is. Well, I tried crouching there, but I think this game has an issue that is, while you are holding or spamming a button, you cannot press another button. Like, for example, here. Like, well, I guess you can. It's just that, like, here's the thing. While you are whipping, you cannot crouch. You can only crouch after the whip animation is finished. I don't remember that being the case in the first game. Whatever, fuck you, Knight. I don't, oof. Cooks, ooh, this is gonna be a problem. Can I even kill these things? I don't even know if I can. Because they are off screen. Well, no, these ones I can. The ones that I cannot kill are the ones on the left, though. I think. Or at least not the bottom one. The top one I should be able to... it will be too late by the point I can kill it. I need to trigger them in a way. Or I could just tank it. That's a possibility too, of course. Damn. Can you take a little bit longer, Mr. Trevor, to climb? They also only shoot 2 projectiles. Cooks. Okay, at least that's a safe space, but... Eesh. Oh, nice. Okay, at least you were fast enough for that. Oh, this guy is definitely gonna kill me. You know, you go off screen, Mr. Crow. You sack of shit. Problem is that he goes off screen, but he doesn't disappear. At the same time, though, like, I have to bet on this stage not having a boss. Because if it has a boss, I'm not gonna beat it with only 1 point of health. Okay, well, this is the boss. What is it? Wait, is this the creature? It is the creature. What the hell? Oh, wow! Damn, the creature became a Danmaku boss? Wasn't expecting that. Or rather, I didn't remember that. Damn, alright, that's how it is. Can't believe it. How a Danmaku creature. You know what will be very nice is to have holy water. I think the developers at this point realized that the holy water was indeed absolutely fucking broken. So they didn't include it casually. Maybe it's a secret, like in a destructible block or something, but yeah. For fuck's sake. Well, the knives should work on these guys. assuming I can aim. Ooh, that was close. That's the thing with this sort of movements. They are very hard to... fuck you, dude. Alright. Let me reload the lives. Alright. So, I was out to say... What was I out to say? Wish I remember. Damn it. Oh yeah, that the movements are hard to hit. Well, the movements. I mean, the monsters with that movement are hard to hit. Because it's not like the Medusa heads where they go up and down in a fixed path. Well, this one is fixed, but the thing is that he goes down and then he goes very high and then he goes down. So it's a little bit awkward, like even more so than the Medusas. And the Medusas are already quite awkward. At the same time, it seems like the best strategy is the same as always, which is ignoring these freaks instead of actually trying to fight them. So that sometimes they are very hard to ignore. Something that in these places that you can fall, the best thing you can do probably is using the stairs as like some shield, right? Well, some shield. You get hit. The thing is that you get hit. You get hit in the... without getting pushback, which is what matters. Because the pushback is most of the times way worse than... Wait, this is... Did I just fuck myself? Well, not quite, but almost. The pushback oftentimes is more dangerous than the damage itself. In fact, sometimes the damage is not even a problem. Oh, this guy... I don't know how to get that guy. Because that guy... I don't think you have too much room to even move. Wait, why did you turn around there? That was bullshit. Why did he turn around there? I thought that those guys kept going until they found a wall or something. But I guess not. That's a problem. I need to figure out a way to... See, that's the thing. The path that these guys do don't seem to be... to follow a specific logic sometimes. Some other times it does, because it's not like the guy has anywhere else to walk. Some other times he turns around whenever he wants. Can I get a second whip upgrade, please? Or what? Alright, damn. An enemy drop it? Alright. Well, that works for me. You see, for example, this guy, I think he turns around before he finishes the... Well, before he reaches the end of the platform. What happens if you go down instead of up? Wow, really? Jesus! Alright. No, I think, yeah, nothing happens if you go down. You get rewarded with a beautiful dead end, that's what happens. Okay. So it should be better here to die, right? Because... I mean, there is no way I can beat the boss with my current health. And this is... Or was there another checkpoint? There might have been another checkpoint, I don't know. So if this is the last checkpoint, I will be in trouble. Will be in very big trouble. And especially... Sometimes the stairs are really an issue. At least these snakes only shoot twice instead of 3 times. But that doesn't make them any less annoying. I guess it makes them slightly less annoying, but not too much. I don't think you can, or maybe you can actually stay in between those two. Doesn't really look like it though. Alright, whatever. I mean, it should definitely be possible to do this whole section without getting hit. Obviously, possible and easy are 2 different things. But possible it definitely should be. Alright. Just that you have to be very precise. Yeah, you can stay in between those 2 statues. Yeah, you can actually do it all without getting hit, indeed. Okay. Alright. Actually feels good to dodge it all. What I don't remember is if there was another checkpoint or if this was the last checkpoint before the boss. No, okay, the boss is here. I am full health, so I feel like I'm gonna go for the classic tank strategy. Oh, there is also healing? That's a shame because I'm gonna completely... Like, I completely wasted that. Unless it doesn't despawn. Wait, it doesn't despawn? Really? That's very generous of you, game. I wasn't expecting that. If it was Castlevania 1, it would have definitely despawned. Got him. Mr. Frankenstein's creature. Alright. So... I wonder if we're gonna have to choose paths again. I hope not. No, doesn't look like it. And we're going straight to the castle. You say stop at Symphony of the Night or after Symphony of the Night. My idea is stopping after playing Symphony of the Night. Like, my idea is beating Symphony of the Night and then stopping. That's my plan. Whether that's gonna happen or not, I cannot guarantee it, but if everything goes right, that should be the plan. Oh damn, holy water. Instead of saying holy moly or holy shit, you should say holy water. You probably want to also ignore this fishman. Well, I call them fishmen, but in theory they are supposed to be called mermen. Like the actual name, which makes sense, but... Prefer calling them fishmen. Wait, it said 06? Instead of 05? Instead of OB, I mean. Is it because you can fall? Like if you fall, you will take a different path or something? Well, I don't want to fall, so I rather take that path. Oh no, never mind, there was a floor at the beginning. A floor. I can't talk. A door. I didn't remember that. Well, it's this room is very short, so it makes sense. Really? I could use the knives against these guys. Like, I want to believe it kills them. Yeah, it does. Okay, so here knives actually have the opportunity of being useful. A shame that this fucking bird is stalking me, and he had to hit me, of course. Alright. Let's see. Well, at least if he kills me, at the very least I will have the checkpoint. Yeah. It's not the knight, the one that kills me, but the fucking flea man. Alright. The problem is that I cannot even approach this guy because this asshole is gonna... I guess you can just turn around and kill him. Got it. Alright. So far so good. Another thing that I need to remember is when I reach a boss, I should try destroying things to see if those things that I destroy are like have a healing. I know where it comes a point of the day where I cannot talk. Like, I don't know if it's because I become tired, but I'm not really tired. But sometimes I really struggle talking. Like, not talking precisely, but rather putting my thoughts in order. It gets a little bit hard. What? I don't know what you should say, Mr. Kyle. Are you stoned? Ah, damn it, a fucking knife, really? Oh, that's not good. Okay. I will thank the iframes for that. Alright, that'll work. Oh. Nice. At least now I know. Damn it. I was fucked up. And that was even more fucked up. Problem is that if I waste time beating the birds, I'm gonna end up getting fucked, you know? If I waste my time with the birds, the bridge is gonna collapse with me on top of it. That seems like a bad idea. So I realized that I can kill this guy from here, yeah. And probably the other guys as well. Or not. Ah, damn it. Wait, what? The bird just left? Oh, alright, that's better for me, but then that section is insane how much you are gonna get hit. Wait, I can use the holy water against this guy, assuming I can aim it properly. Doesn't seem like it deals as much damage as Castlevania 1 though. Oh wow. Alright. So this item, someone in the YouTube comments for the first Castlevania game actually told me that these are power-ups that allow you to get more projectiles on screen. So for example, the 2 power-up allows you to have 2 projectiles on the screen, and the 3 power-up 3. So in this case I have holy water, which means that I can get 2 on screen right now. Pretty nice. I don't know. Oof. Alright. I can heal him a little bit. Not as much as I would like. Oh. So, well, it disappeared. Oops. Ooh, that was very close. At least differently from Castlevania 1, those statues, instead of turning around awkwardly, they actually stay in their place. Because in Castlevania 1, they swap, like they mirror the sprite instead of, you know, just regularly keep shooting but from the other mouth. And the knights are very rough to kill. At least I made it here without losing a life, but obviously with 1 point of life I'm not surviving too much. I would like to know what to do here, because since I'm obviously gonna die, I need to practice with the knife. Since obviously I won't get to keep the... Oh, they spawn... Fuck. That was close. So they actually spawn always in the floor, which means that I can just throw knives at them. What is that, throwing a knife? Yeah, that's the issue. It takes time to throw a knife. I don't know exactly where they spawn. So I can't just spam knives. So that won't work, but as an accident it worked. Can I get a power up? Yeah, like that. Alright. That's a lot of mermen. Okay. That didn't go that badly, but now I have to fight this boss, and I think this boss was relatively challenging. But you have the ads, and the ads here is very useful. But you cannot even jump here. Because you jump a little bit and you're gonna get pushed out of the platform. I also don't think the magician is useful at all here. I don't think the range is gonna be much better, so... But not to mention that you cannot tank the amount of hits you will tank with Trevor. I don't think it's a good idea at all. Let's remember I can kill him. That was interesting aim. Here getting the holy light, I'm not sure if it's the best idea. Then again, it helped me beating the knights later, so maybe it's not a bad idea at all. I actually didn't get hit that much here. It's the luck seed, like 90% less HP but 80 base luck. What? Base luck? Wait, what are we talking about? Are we talking about this game? Are we talking about Symphony of the Night? Because I don't think this game will have something that advanced, right? Or maybe it does, I don't know. I'm surprised it will have an additional challenge like that. Uh-oh. No, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Don't panic. No need to panic. Oof. Alright. And here is the other knight. Oh, there goes the two projectiles. Well, honestly, if I had two projectiles, I could have used it here by spamming like an asshole. Is that this guy is not getting hit. Alright. At least I got the two projectiles there. Ah, damn it. But yeah, I'm not sure how to fight this boss. I also think... nice! Very nice staircase. I tried crouching in case it wasn't obvious. And I failed because of the fucking staircase. Fucking bitch. Alright. I'm a little bit afraid of the boss. Bad timing. Oh, really? The time stop doesn't affect the bridge crumbling. I call bullshit on that one. I mean, if the bridge is crumbling, you will expect... I didn't expect him to take that long to fire, damn it. But yeah, you will expect the time stop will work. But I guess not. Getting the second one is hard. The first one you can tell when the bridge reaches the left side of the screen, that's the right time to shoot. Alright. At least it's a short section before the boss. So there is that. But yeah, this boss seems like a real pain in the ass. Especially with these small ass platforms. Wait, maybe it's not random, maybe it's static? Like the way he moves? One of the heads is dead. Really? How am I missing those? Alright, stay down. One more hit. Got it! Nice! I guess it was just a matter of tanking. That's the reason why you want to keep using Trevor instead of the mage. And we are inside the castle now. I don't think there are branching paths here. It seems like a very straightforward journey into Castlevania, into Dracula's lair. Though you know that in the previous game, Simon's Quest, apparently oh, that's a slow-ass platform. Apparently, fuck me. Really? Pretty nice. Sorry, I was about to say, apparently Dracula's castle was called Castlevania for some reason. But yeah. I don't know if that's the case for every Castlevania game. So the problem here is, This platform you take it normally, but what about these other ones? I don't think you can take them normally, right? Fuck. Oh, never mind, you do. You obviously have to time it as you will expect. Alright. Wait. This wall looks suspicious. I knew it. Damn it. It did look suspicious. I still haven't gotten a whip upgrade, dude. How is that possible? You give me a whip upgrade? Oh, that's bad. I mean, I was out of lives anyways, but... yeah, whip upgrade will be greatly appreciated. Fuck that skeleton. That skeleton is in such a bad place, but yeah. Unfortunately, it seems like the chances to get the second whip upgrade here are very low. For some reason. Really? I missed every single one of those? No way. I mean, I will miss them less, maybe, if you gave me the fucking upgrade, you know? Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy, but if you gave me the upgrade, maybe I wouldn't be missing so much. But you refuse to give me the upgrade. Well, why is that the game? Why are you like this? Like, even here, dude. No whip upgrade for you. You don't deserve it. Okay, obviously here I need to reload this, because if I don't... those guys... well, by reloading maybe... No whip upgrade. Well, here I'm assuming I'm supposed to use the ads anyways. But then, even after so many, none of those drop the upgrade. Oh, and I miss the ads too. And it's gonna be a problem, this section. It really will be a problem. Jesus, dude. Like, this first part of this section is insane. I don't know why it doesn't give you the upgrade here. Doesn't make any sense, but... maybe that it doesn't want to. Okay, I don't think it's a good idea to go right away after that. Because I done it twice already and it didn't work both times, so... unless I'm supposed to risk it a little bit too much on that one, maybe I can. Yeah, that seems to work, and that way you don't waste time waiting. But yeah, seems like a problem. At least the holy water here does its job, but I'm still surprised about no upgrade here. That's very evil. Really. You know that in Castlevania 1 there was a section exactly like this one, but it didn't have these platforms in the middle. It was like a whole all the way until the end. Oh yeah. A little bit messed up that here you don't... oh, I messed that up. Well, I need to wait now, I guess. But you know, I gotta assume that the whip upgrade is purposely not drop here because, I don't know, because the game is a bitch. But yeah. Unless the whip upgrade... I saw that column and I thought it was the platform. Alright, let me reload my lives. Maybe it is in that platform up there, but if it is in that platform up there, it will be an issue. Because I don't think you can go back after you go in. That will be bad. Now I need to wait for this. Come on. I don't know why they made this platform so slow. Wow, nice. But as slow as they make it, I still cannot get on them for some reason. I need the... damn it. Fuck. This stage really fucks you up very badly. I mean, it's the first stage inside of Dracula's castle, so I guess it makes sense that it fucks you up this badly. But then, without any mercy, it fucks you up. It's a welcome for what's about to come. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. If you do this jump, we'll have to go back down. Well, I guess that's not a problem, but it didn't even drop anything useful. It dropped like, you know, that weird shit. I lost the damn ads. Well, actually, see, the ads is useful to go up, but maybe if you're trying not to get fucked, it might be a good idea to use the holy water. Oh, it's not even that long of a hallway, damn it. Thought it was gonna go on for a lot longer, but no, it ends right there. Well, the one in Castlevania one is the one that is very long. But as long as I have the holy water, I have to make use of it. It really didn't get nerfed as much as you would think it would have gotten nerfed. So there is no reason not to use it. There's something here? Oh, maybe in the wall up there? Let me check. Fuck you, dude. Just crazy how bad the knife is. It's such a bad weapon. Anything here? Nice! Alright. That's good to know that you can get healed here. Wait. Why is this? Oh, because you need to jump to the right. That seems very hard. How do I do this? Oh, okay. That's how. These ones are exactly the same as the one in the boat, but the first one is not. Wait, that jump looks very hard. What the hell? Like, it already looked hard at the beginning, but I'm like, maybe it's just a perspective issue, but no. It actually is hard. Oh, how long are you gonna take to give me the upgrade this time? Fuck me. You're gonna take very long, aren't you? You're gonna take a long ass time to give me the damn upgrade, won't you? And you cannot even ignore these things. fuck, dude? Why is this stage so stingy with the damn whip upgrades? At least with the second one. The first one happens almost immediately. But the second one might as well be a legend. With how rare it is. Okay. Here it seems that it's better to tank that and then deal with these assholes with holy water. Holy water is just way too good. I mean, it basically makes this section here actually palatable. Well, the real thing that makes this section not super hard is the fact that I'm actually doing it with an upgrade. Doing this without an upgrade is an issue, because this... I messed that up. I don't even know why I hesitated to go in. What an idiot. I don't think the mage will make this any easier, right? Because, I mean, she has more range, but... It seems like you're gonna get hit a lot by these statues. And the problem is that the strategy of jumping over the fireballs in this game doesn't seem very effective because they are just very fast. I mean, a knife is better than nothing, I guess. So at that point I probably should... Like, if I know there is a knife, I probably should switch to the mage, because I will assume that the mage will have a power-up that is not as dog shit. Because I'm assuming the mage cannot use the knife. That's not very magician-like. So anything that is not the knife is good. I mean, really, I think that pretty much any item that is not the knife at least has some decent use. Okay, so what is this jump? It seems like a very hard jump. I don't even know what's... Okay, I tried to see what was my limit there, but... I thought that you maybe will be able to have like 1 pixel inside the platform, but no. Your limit seems to be more arbitrary than that. So that's an issue. Fuck, dude. Fighting these statues without an upgrade really fucking sucks. But the game on purpose to troll you gives you the upgrade at the end of this section. Because they think that they are very cute doing that. Yeah, very funny game, very nice. Alright, so what happens if I switch to the mage and I break this? Okay, so you get the fireball, which is obviously 100 times better than the knife. I don't know how useful it's against these knights, because pretty clearly they have a lot of health. I don't know if they have magic resistance or anything like that. Don't know if the game is that complex. Right. I forgot. You're supposed to jump to the very edge. This jump is a real issue. Like, dude, come on. Who was the asshole that did that? Oh, also I forgot to heal. Fuck. That's a problem. That's a problem because also look what we have here. I completely forgot to heal. I have no excuse. I forgot. Damn it. That sucks. Well, at least... Well, the issue is that jump... Like, I don't know if I can do it... Like, 100% of the times that I try it. I hurried too much. Let me reload the lives. Yeah, that jump seems like the biggest issue, because as long as you don't die to the statues or where the jump is, you can just do the part with the snake statues with holy water. That's not hard to do. And especially when you get a healing later, it shouldn't be a problem. But that jump looks very nasty. The jump before the third checkpoint. I want to believe the third checkpoint is actually the last one. We're talking of Symphony of the Night. I don't know, bro. When I play Symphony of the Night, since I never seen it before, I'm just gonna... Like, I'm just gonna play it as regularly as possible, you know. I'm gonna follow my instincts. I don't even know, does Symphony of the Night have different endings? I know that Rondo of Blood has like a bad ending and a good ending. But is it the same with Symphony of the Night? And what am I doing? Fuck. I got freeze there for a moment. And by that I mean my brain freeze, not the character, of course. Don't worry, the character works fine. This tune is lit. All of the songs in this game are lit. How is it going colon? It does have multiple endings? Oh, okay. But hopefully I don't get the bad one. Right, this jump. This evil monstrosity of a jump. I can't believe... Like, every time I see that jump, I just can't believe someone came up with that jump, dude. You have to be very evil to have a jump like that, like, come on. What other explanation is there? That's pure and unadulterated evil. I guess Dracula came up with it, that's the point of the game. I wasn't expecting that guy to... Don't worry, you will. What, get the bad ending? Alright. Seems cool. At least I won't get the bad ending in this game. That's the cool thing. Oh, fuck me. Oh, it's one of these. Don't you love this type of levels? At least it gave me the upgrade. That was actually pretty easy. That could have been worse. If they wanted to, they could have made that a lot harder. Oh, here is the boss, isn't it? Wait, I see the coffins the same way they were in the ghost ship. Oh no, it's this asshole again. And this time with 3 bosses. Are you for real? Really? And you're just gonna reuse the mummies? Are you for real? I'm assuming you're gonna reuse the Minotaur as well. Are you out of your mind? Why would you do that? What a dipshit. I can't believe it. I can't believe you will do that. What an absolute bitch ass. I cannot even dodge this fucking crows. Problem is that boss, I should switch characters because last time I was able to beat it thanks to the mage. But I don't know. I mean, if I don't get the fireball, the mage is useless, of course. I will need to hope for the fireball. Maybe it's at the beginning of the checkpoint and I already missed it if that's the case. Wait. Need to switch here because I'm gonna get fucked. Oh, what an absolute bitch, dude. What a fucking bitch. I can't believe it. Hey, whoever designed this level, it really is an asshole. For sure. Hey, come on, bro. Are you gonna even recycle the damn boss? This have some decency. I don't even know what the third boss is gonna be. Because the second boss being the Cyclops, I don't really care. Especially in that... They are more elevated platforms in that... boss arena, so... I gotta believe that... Nice. Really. Alright. I don't know, if the magician cannot get the fireball spell, it will be completely useless. I will have to hope that the beginning, just like it gives you the whip to Trevor, that it gives the magician the fireball spell, but I don't think it works that way. Like, I think that the spell is not the equivalent of... It's not the equivalent of upgrades, it's the equivalent for items. I could get it right now though, because that knife upgrade with the magician, it's the fireball. But yeah. The problem is that you will have to survive the whole wait until the end, and when you do that... Yeah, well, yeah. You will have to have enough health to survive the boss too. Okay, remember the food. Free health. Just like that. Really? I think I'm jumping too early. Yeah, there you go. I guess this hard jump that comes here, it's about having one food. The problem is that I don't know what my limit is. Like, for example, here I will press right, but I feel like if I press right, I will fall. I won't, but... You know, it has to be exactly 1 foot outside. If I can actually keep the holy water until the boss, this will be amazing. Problem is that these assholes will make sure I receive a lot of damage. And that's a problem. I wish there was another healing before the boss. I mean, there is one place that I haven't checked that maybe has healing, but I don't know. Like, before this flesh skeleton here, there might be a healing item. And before I mean behind, not before. No, there's nothing. Well, on the right side, the holy water should allow me to withstand a lot of these bosses, but then I wish I had more health. If I was full health, I would have so much confidence right now. We are gonna summon the Minotaur here. Well, Minotaur, Cyclops, whatever the fuck it is. What are you gonna do? Yeah. So the question is who the last one is. Well, interestingly, I can just spam the holy water from here and kill him while being completely out of danger. But it seems like that will be very slow. Seems better to just not do that. Damn it. Fuck, I can't believe I fucked it up like that. Getting hit by this moron. They basically do 1 hit and then jump. 2 hits is a little bit too greedy. Oh, what an asshole. I can't believe that. I got too greedy. See, like, the best strategy there is to just be a coward. Like, if you try to be brave, the game punishes you. So the description of the game is actually a clickbait. The game punishes you for being brave. Because right there I could have kept spamming holy waters and I wouldn't have died. Okay, let me try with the magician if you actually get the fireball here. I don't think you do. No, you don't get shit. Though, funnily enough, against the birds at least it should be easier. Problem is that you receive more damage. That's the issue. But yeah, against the birds, the hitbox of that weapon is a lot better. The power of God will aid you. Oh, what the hell? You might be right. What is this? What does this magic do? I'm a little bit afraid to use it because I don't have too much hearts. Well, I'm gonna use it. Huh. That's a very interesting magic. Unfortunately, yeah, my lack of hearts here is gonna completely fuck me up. Seems to also have some delay. You can also use these platforms to stay out of danger. The problem is that Simon doesn't even have the whip upgraded. I don't even know if using Simon... No, I think... The problem is that whoever the last boss here is gonna fuck me up, but... If I use Simon here, it will be too risky, because the whip is not upgraded at all. I hate when this guy moves whenever he wants. So who is the last boss here? And I only have 1 heart remaining. I hope he's... Oh, he's a new one. It's a dragon? Well, I need to switch, because Trevor should be able to withstand 1 more hit. Or not, maybe not. Well, at least it does seem like the holy water should deal with him properly. I was looking for some bait. No, I was waiting for him to like drop down, but I guess he didn't drop down in the way I wanted. Wait, this is too early, isn't it? It's fine. Because dragon? No, I wasn't looking for bait, no. That's a problem. Okay, if I can get to the boss with the holy water, assuming the dragon gets hit in the entirety of his hitbox, which I still don't know, but assuming that's the case, it should be free. The problem is getting to the end with the holy water. That's the real issue. But yeah, assuming that I do get to the end with the holy water, I don't think it should be a problem. Because he flies, but he also stays in the ground for some time. Hey Draynor, how is it going? Thanks for the cheering. I need it here because I'm getting completely fucked up without mercy. As you can see, very easily. I'm like a cat that leaves the room when the owner starts yelling. Are you? Been busy with this huge 29-player multi-world? And every time I hear you that you do a game challenge, it's something more and more ridiculous. Like you're trying to test the limits of ridiculousness. That was my fault. That was my fault 100%. Fuck me, dude. Yeah, at this point it's better to reset here. Instead of... Like, without the holy water it seems like a problem. That's the issue. Without the holy water, you might as well not even try. Which is the same thing as in some of the Castlevania 1 stages, you know. Better to not even try if you lose the holy water. Alright. And this 2 thing, I don't really think is helping me at all. Will probably take a week to finish for everyone, maybe more. I thought I was a masochist for playing this game. I guess it can always get more. It can always get more masochistic. Very nice place to drop the fucking whip. Very good. Alright. So it's hard to get hit a little amount of times here. It's very hard because... I mean, you just had a... I guess the problem is that you gotta be patient and I'm not being patient. See, these guys... You shoot that thing 3 times and that's it. And the same thing with this one. Just that with this one, I get scared because if I fail one of those hits, I die. And that will obviously be bad. You don't want to die. Yeah, that's the thing. At least it's good to know that at the end I can use the magician and she has an extremely broken power-up. But at the same time, you don't start with many hearts. You only start with like with 5, right? So that's not a lot. I don't know if that's enough. Cause like I'm literally looking at the pixels, dude. That's how ridiculous that champ is. I think that if your foot is not perfectly inside like a pixel, you die. Right? Should I do this with the mage because of this annoying ass? I feel like this section I should do it with the mage. The problem is that the mage takes more damage, so the mistakes are a lot more punishable than with Trevor. With Trevor you don't really care that much about mistakes, but well, you do care, but not at the level of the magician. At least 28 holy waters is not a bad amount. I don't know if it's enough for all of the assholes that I need to kill. You get more here. At least you get... Okay, so going to the left is a good idea because you get 5. Alright, good to know. So the mummy shouldn't be a problem. And I can even throw them. Boom. Dissolve. You got dissolve. Problem is this asshole. Even if I spam holy waters, it won't do shit. Like, this is very clearly not the optimal way of beating him, but... yeah, I guess I just have to wait until he goes far. Because as long as he goes far enough, it's safe to drop down here. The problem is when you don't see him go far enough and he switches immediately. But as long as he doesn't do that, you should be fine. So the problem here is this dragon. I'm gonna spam holy waters as soon as he spawns, but I don't know how effective they are. They seem quite effective, I guess. Oh, fuck. Wait. He's not receiving any damage from that. What the hell? This is bad. Oh, he did from that. I guess, well... probably he doesn't... receive damage from getting hit by the holy water, like the flask, but he does get damage with the fire. Alright, why is there like a boss? Oh damn, we are back at Vampire Killer. This is the beginning of the first game. Well, with the same song and everything. Alright. That's how it's gonna be. And this is a remix of Vampire Killer. It's not the exact same one as in the first game. I like how they even remix previous songs inside of the NES era. This was basically something that it was like an omen. It will show you what they will do for all their other games. Look, the first game didn't have these spiders though. That's something that was in Simon's Quest. Which if possible I'd rather not play it ever again. So yeah. I guess it will be an interesting game to speedrun. You know what I think about speedruns, you know? Oh nice, chicken. A little bit unnecessary here, but I mean, better than not having it. I have holy water, so far I'm doing very well. I don't know what sort of bullshit I can expect, like, the game is being very kind. Like, I'm actually scared. The game is being very, very kind. There is something waiting. There's gonna be something that is gonna fuck me up so badly. Like, I can't imagine the game being so peaceful like this after the absolute level that we just got. Like, there is something here that will cuck me. That's your approach to life. Oh, I almost fucked that up. Yeah, I don't want the cross. No, thank you. And I have so many hearts as well. Oh, fuck. Is this the cucking part? Wow. Okay, I'll take that hit. Wait, is this the boss? It looks like it. Wait, is this death? It is death. Aren't you a little bit early, buddy? Ah, cocks. No. Calm down, you sack of shit. Ah, damn it, dude. He didn't calm down. What an asshole. That was so close. That's a shame. Because without holy water, I can imagine this guy being an asshole to it. At least the level is surprisingly extremely easy. Problem is that, dude, the cross... I hope that it's not like the first game that if you use the cross you can crash the game because of too many projectiles on screen. Really. That's even worse. The time stop doesn't do shit. Why will you give it to me? What a dipshit. It doesn't do shit, as you will expect. Okay, I don't like the cross, but I like the time stop a lot more if it comes to bosses, you know? Ah, damn it. Though, obviously the cross is gonna be more important than the knife. Because that was another pickup that was there. I wish there was a holy water pickup, and maybe there is, but... good luck at finding that. And you don't have time to react here. I'm an idiot. Well, alright. Look, a knife is shit. But at least it's better than nothing, quite literally. Because the knife is pretty much the same as nothing. The time, I mean, sorry. That was a double KO, I can't believe it. I didn't even know double KOs were possible in this game, but yeah, they are. In case you were curious, yes, you can double KO. You're welcome. Then again, this level is so easy that getting back to death is not a problem. just annoying. But not a problem. Alright. I don't know how the cross is gonna help me though. I mean, I guess it can clear out projectiles. I guess that's the main purpose of the cross here. Damn, you got fucked, buddy. Uh-oh, but it ain't over till it's over. What the hell am I looking at? You're a little bit ugly, you know that? Wait. I don't think that's supposed to happen. That's an NES limitation. I'm just realizing that... Wait, is the floor disappearing? Was the floor disappearing? Or maybe it was just like the NES shitting the bed. If the floor is disappearing, that will be a problem. It does seem like the cross is a lot more useful here than the holy water, surprisingly. Because I'm assuming that the holy water won't even work against that guy. Yeah, I'm fighting against death. I mean, I wasn't expecting a cute looking death, but... You know that at least the Grim Reaper face of death looks cool, but that other one looks just ugly. Not cool, just ugly. We all are. Well, if you're fighting there, I'm afraid to tell you that you're gonna lose. Death always wins. But yeah, you're fighting a losing battle, mister. Instead of fighting, you should think of it as a race, a marathon. Not a marathon, an endurance race. But instead of a 24-hour endurance, it's a lot of years endurance. Death can come and take me. It won't. Yeah, that's the classical quote, that Death is so sure that it's gonna win that it gives you a lifetime of advantage, yeah. That's the classical quote. I don't know who say that, but yeah, I remember that being a famous quote. Socrates? Nice. Wow. What is this slime doing? And fuck you. What an asshole. Can I get a healing? No. No, I can't. Real? No. I don't think he say that. I don't think so. But yeah, rest of your life endurance. Yeah, that's the precise way of saying it. Now the problem is, if Death is the boss here, isn't that supposed to be the second to last boss? Who's gonna be the second to last boss if it's not Death? Yeah, I'm not that worried about that first phase, I'm worried about the second phase. Because he's only... He seems like you can only hit him when the face glows. But the problem with that is... Like... Oh, you can get holy water, well... Am I dead? Surprisingly not. You can actually get holy water here. Is it a good idea though? Because it's not like in the first Castlevania game where holy water leaves them stun locked forever and ever. So I guess it will be more useful if I use... Oh, that doesn't always have a 2. Well, it maybe has a 2 when you actually have an item that can make use of it. So if I pick up the cross here and go back down, that's gonna be a 2, right? Well, assuming it respawns, it doesn't respawn. But yeah, I'm assuming that the next time that I get here, it will probably be that. Dan Mitchell actually say that? Dan Mitchell, huh? Interesting name. Mr. Dan Mitchell. I should stay up there, that's the issue. I'm going down like an idiot. Going down doesn't do anything for me. Wait, you actually damage him even when he has his eyes shoot? I didn't know that. I thought you didn't. Okay, and the sights that he throws don't seem to aim at you, so that's good. The cross seems completely useless here though. It does seem useless. But yeah, if you can actually hit him while he's not glowing, this fight is very easy. Yeah, I thought that it only was vulnerable while glowing. Yeah, in that case, it's not a problem. Alright. Good shit, that was an easy level compared to the previous one. And it seems that there is only 2 more levels remaining. The problem is, saying only, I feel like it's misleading. The final level, I remember it being very hard. Oh, this is a legendary song. I remember liking this song a lot. Oh, so this place also had a section like the one in Castlevania 1, with these little shits in a long hallway. That's the extra life. Alright. So far I'm not getting any item here. He'll keep the cross from the previous stage. Is there something here? Doesn't look like it. Very mysterious empty room, especially with those things up there. But maybe you're supposed to do that with the magician or something. Oh, these beautiful platforms. I was missing them. Well, I'm pretty sure that these platforms are actually here in a previous level that I didn't pick. Since this game has different routes. Oh, this looks so bad. This looks unspeakably bad. And it seems that at this point of the game, every enemy deals yeah, I wish. Deals 4 points of damage. That's gonna be rough. You know that I was thinking, since there's quote-unquote only 2 levels remaining, that I could beat this today, but I can guarantee you the last level is very hard, and this one doesn't seem to be any easier. So yeah, maybe I should leave this for tomorrow. I mean, I can still go a little bit longer today, but I mean that I don't think it's gonna be enough time at all. I can't believe they were actually able to do an enemy more annoying than the Medusa head. while using the same gimmick, you know? Will think that... I love stairs. Stairs are very good. Stairs are beautiful. Stairs are amazing. Huh. I really wonder, like, is that path, like, do you get there with from the other route or what? Like, I'm really curious about the other route. I mean, I'm not gonna do it. Or at least not now, maybe some other day. Some other day, I mean in probably a year or more, but... I'm curious to see how the other route pans out, because I'm assuming that just because it's a different route, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the bad ending. Because there is a bad ending, but maybe the bad ending is, for example, beating the whole game with the thief. Because, I mean, he's a thief, maybe he's gonna cuck you at the end, you know? Like, maybe beating the game with Alucard as the companion doesn't mean that you're gonna die. Or, well, gonna die, I mean that you're gonna get a bad ending necessarily, right? I mean, I'm assuming, because Alucard... Oh, nice. Alucard is supposed to be, obviously, the son of Dracula. But I think in this game, just like in Symphony of the Night, he's not an ally to his father, like he's actually his enemy. But I don't think an ending with Alucard will mean a bad ending necessarily. I don't know. Like I say, I never look at the other endings. And I mean, I didn't look at this ending aside from when I actually played it, so... I don't know what else this game has, aside from that. I don't even know how Alucard plays in the first place. I mean, definitely not like the one in Symphony of the Night, that's for sure. But maybe he's relatively similar. I don't know. Entirely sure how to do this part. Books. I wonder if I use the magician, if she's gonna have the aim magic, because if he has the aim, if she has the aim magic, that part can become a choke. And when it comes to damage, since Simon is receiving 4 points of damage, unless this one receives even more, which will be fucked up. But unless that's the case, there wouldn't be any difference of picking Simon or this girl. But yeah. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, so far, no magic has appeared. Well, and also... Well, no item has appeared for Trevor either. Can you actually jump on those platforms? Oh, you can. Nice. Well, I didn't want that magic though. But, okay. Well, yeah, it's something. I wonder what's the item that Trevor has. Because let's say that Trevor has the time stop, it will be extremely useful in that stair section. But let's find out. An axe? Well, an axe is useful too, I guess. Bro, what's wrong with the hitbox of that shit? What the hell? Alright, whatever. But the axe should be useful. I mean, not against the snake statues, but at least against the flying enemies. The issue is that I only have 10 uses, which is clearly not good. Or no uses because I just died. But yeah. You know, something that I remember is I was thinking of the password back when I played this game the first time. I also, like, when the password came, I basically took a screenshot of the password. Take a screenshot of the password and then replicate it. Pretty cool. Because if you were playing this in an actual NES, you will have to draw the password yourself. Well, which is what you will do. I remember playing the Sega Genesis with some games that had passwords, and you had to write it down. There was nothing else you could do. And some passwords were very long. You know, like, some passwords were not a joke. They were very, very long. So writing them down, not only writing them down, but also using them later was pretty much a big pain in the ass. Used to own Captain Tsubasa passwords in Japanese. Really? Can they use password in Japanese? Well, I mean, they can, but that seems like a weird choice. Why would they put passwords in Japanese? Because the passwords usually, well, some do have language, but a lot of times passwords are either just numbers or like images. In fact, I think that the password in this game are just like images of candles and shit like that. The game was never translated. No, I know that, but even if the game is in Japanese, why would they use Japanese passwords? You know? You can just use numbers like the very big majority of games. It's like a better idea. But like Mega Man 2, Mega Man 7, I think, has a password screen that has icons that are represented by numbers. Wait a second, is this the section that I think it is? Because maybe this is the one that I was talking about. Is this the section that also goes up? It is. Yes. So this is the one I was thinking of. And I think the boss at the top is like some water creature. Just that I thought that water creature was gonna be the Hydra that we already fought. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Well, unless they recycle that one. Not like it will be the first time they do it. You know? It could be. It was both Attack the Game and a graphic novel. Interesting combination. Wait, that skeleton just fuck off the screen. Well, that's better for me. Alright, that's good. Okay. This is good. This is good. Just that I don't know what boss to expect. I really don't remember the boss of this place. Like I say, the only thing I remember is it being an aquatic monster, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. Wait, there's definitely an item to the right of that. Don't want to risk it. Another skelly. Another skelly. this shit keeps going up. I guess a pain in the ass with sections like this is that you can't do anything but wait, you know. I wait until this thing scrolls to the top. Alright. Yeah, it was really... Oh, fuck. I didn't know where to go. Wait. Huh. Well, there is water. I guess the water part, I remember it correctly, then this is gonna be a pain in the ass too. At least there is a checkpoint here, but... This is gonna be a pain in the ass because everyone here deals the maximum amount of damage, which is 4 points, so it's a real issue. Yeah, I don't know who the boss is gonna be, but at this rate I don't think I'm very ready to fight it, you know. I mean, it's not like there are many better ways of doing this part. Well, yeah, after that there are. Why didn't you turn around, dude? I swear I turned around, but the guy didn't want to. I'm also really debating if I should use the girl. Because I think that most of the enemies here, with the exception of the knight, will die faster if I just use the girl. Well, I don't know if the skeletons will die fast. I think they take one more hit to go down. But maybe I could just use magic on them. The thing is that the melee attack is a lot more reliable, not in terms of damage, but in terms of range and in terms of, well, the overall area that it occupies, which I guess you might as well call it range. So here you get the fireball. I mean, I'm assuming the fireball will be useful here. I really don't know how useful. Also, no, that candle is not worth it. It's just one heart. Completely useless. I mean, completely useless for the effort it takes to get it. Oh, actually, this girl takes 1 more point of damage. Which I'm assuming that at this rate doesn't make much difference, because you will still die of 4 hits no matter what, right? Oh, I forgot to crouch. Yeah, like you will be left with 1 point of health, but what's the difference? I mean, Trevor will be left with 4 points of health. There is absolutely no difference. You can stay in between those 2 statues there, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure which one is a better idea here. I feel like it's the magician, but I might be wrong. I mean, if Trevor's whip wasn't so fucking slow, it wouldn't be that big of a problem, but the whip is really slow, that's the issue. See, like for example, a death like that will have happened regardless of if I use Trevor or if I use the mage. It will be the same. Like that wasn't a death for any other reason that the screen is fucked up, you know. I wish it was easier to use items in a staircase, but sometimes I feel like I press the item use button and it just doesn't want to do it. And that's regardless of the direction you're facing on in the stair. Like it just feels like it doesn't want to do it. I got hit. Well, that was very good though, all things considered. Now the problem is, how am I gonna kill this guy? Not like that, that's for sure. Hey, this is the problem. When these armor guys start showing up, there's not much I can't believe what just happened. That's alright. Ah, damn it. That was very dumb. But it does seem like using the mage is the superior idea. So, as you can see, the difference is not very big, because the stage is brutal no matter what. Really? Don't jump. Alright. Nice. Well, even if he wants to jump, he cannot hit me. Alright. That's pretty crazy. Like, at the end, the enemies deal so much damage that those 4 points that Trevor has at the end are completely meaningless. They might as well not even be there. Might as well not. Nice dodge, at least. Sometimes I forget the sequences that I do. And the last time that I did that, it went so well. Now I'm getting fucked. Is that weird static sound supposed to be the waterfall? Yeah, I guess it is. Well, I guess it kinda sounds like a waterfall. We cannot be too picky. I don't think you can stay in the middle of those two things. I thought you would, but maybe not. Maybe you don't. Oh, I thought the fire will be able to hit low too. Alright, I think that I'm gonna do one more attempt after this, and I think that that's gonna be it for today, and I will have to continue tomorrow. Because if I really try to beat this game today, it will take an insane amount of time. Like, I will probably go to sleep in the morning. That doesn't seem like a good idea if you ask me. I need to work tomorrow, that's the issue. Otherwise, it will be a cool idea to do like a 7-hour stream of this shit. But yeah, no, unfortunately, work doesn't allow me to do that. Yeah, like, it feels like when you're in the stairs, like, it's very weird to use items. I'm not sure why. If you work for the US, you wouldn't work tomorrow? What do you mean? A true patriot will work even in holidays. Unbelievable. Yeah. And it's very fucked up that our Independence Day this year is on a fucking Sunday, dude. How is that shit allowed? It shouldn't be allowed. It should not be allowed at all. It's Freedom Day. Freedom Day, huh? I know that you're not from the States. Wait, what's in here? Wait, there is nothing there? Or maybe I need to use the whip? What the fuck? There has to be something there. Can't believe that they would put that for no reason. I trying to copy Simon Quest with the pointless dead ends. Wait, there is a skeleton here. No, there isn't, actually. Oh, and okay, I need to remember that, because once you get cornered there is no way to escape. You are permanently boned. Uncle Sam wants us to work. I know. I'm very tempted to see what's up there, but unfortunately the mage is very weak. Well, not like it matters here, because I have no lives left, so wouldn't matter at all. Wow, that didn't even work. Wow. Will you walk slower, please? Okay, I'm gonna do one more attempt for the day, and then I'm gonna leave this for tomorrow. Because I can guarantee you, I don't remember exactly how hard this level is, but I can guarantee you that the last level is very hard. Especially the final boss. Though once you know the strategy for the final boss, it's not that hard. And I remember the strategy. You can probably tell that it took me so long to beat that it got ingrained in my brain. The strategy to beat the final boss. But at least I know that, so it shouldn't take as long as it did back when I first played this, but it might still take some time, you know? Probably. Most likely. At least I think that this upward section I more or less know how to do it. Or not. Maybe not. Alright. That's fine. That's alright, don't worry. Gonna invade a country for oil tomorrow? Bro, I'm not American. What do you think? Wow, that didn't even work. Maybe I'm overestimating the hitbox of that hit, but holy shit. That did not work. Not with that attitude. Why would I want to be American? What do you mean not with that attitude? No, thank you. You can be American all you want, but not me. Well, in fact, you are halfway there. Your flag already looks almost the same as Texas. Yeah, you're almost there. Alright. But it took 2 lives to get here, dude. It's kinda pointless to even continue. I have to discover where the healing is. There has to be healing somewhere. I mean, I think that every stage has healing in some point of the stage, so I gotta assume this one also does, but I have no idea where. Really? Alright, one more try. I know that I say it will be the last one, but I can't leave it. Like, I want to at least get a PB on this stage, you know? That was a very, very bad attempt. It's a problem. Yeah, that stair section with the snake statues and those weird flying guys, it's not really that hard. I mean, it's just a matter of executing the movements properly, but I don't know. Gotta be very careful. I hate the hitbox of that garbage so much. What a shitty ass hitbox. Hey, what is this, dude? Because if I take a little bit longer, I think I'm getting crushed. Or maybe not. Like, maybe I think that it gives you a lot less time than it actually gives you, but it might be a lot more. What I'm not sure is if these statues actually, like the interval where they shoot, if it's random or not, because sometimes it really looks random. Like sometimes they take their sweet time to shoot back, and some other times they do it immediately. But I gotta believe that it is random. If it's not random, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Of course that will happen. Okay, you know what? I don't even care about not getting to my PB. This is my last attempt of the day. Man, what a fucked up section. What a fucked up level. But I guess the beginning of the level is not a problem. The problem starts here. This is the real issue. I don't know how to kill that guy. Need to learn. What am I doing? Really nice miss. Very crazy because that trajectory is so messed up. Okay, whatever. Give me the password. Wait, how do I pick password? With select? Okay, select. No, not one more. Alright, just because you say it. Just because you say it. But only because you are saying it. If you didn't say it, I wouldn't have done it. So this one goes for you. Just for you, Mr. Draenov. But yeah, before anyone says one more after this, no. That's the only one more I'm willing to accept. If I do a one more for every stoner here, well, that wouldn't be that much, really, but it will be more than what I want. yeah, let me do this and then I'll just screenshot the password. It's interesting because these games usually have the select button as something that actually selects instead of having the arrows for that. That was something very common in early games, you know. That to select between two options, instead of moving up and down or right to left, you will press the select button. So in this game, it is like that. That's so fucked up. I swear these statues are like shoot randomly. Because I remember doing that exact same thing before and that shit did not hit me. Controllers kept select even nowadays. I mean, it's always useful to have more buttons. Like, I feel like you never want to give the player less buttons than what he had before, you know. So regardless of how much is actually used in games, you want to have as many buttons as possible without bloating. But since select has been a standard for so much time, you don't want to change it. I'm actually debating whether I should bring Trevor back or not. Because I feel like this lady is not giving me very good results. And it's not like Trevor will... That was the wrong timing. Well, whatever. Password. Wait, there are two passwords? Wait, first of all, let me screenshot this. Why are there two? Or maybe what's up there is to select. Alright. Let me save this as Castlevania 3 password. Well, might as well try if it works right now. Let's see. I like the very creepy music that the password screen has. So let's see what happens. Password. Well, it lets you pick your name, so the name is not part of the password, which makes sense because it will be an absolute waste. Wait, how do you select the... No, okay, like that. I'm assuming that it has the exact same shit that we had, right? Yeah, it starts here, yeah, with the standard, essentially. Alright, good to know. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do one more try just because since I already entered the password, might as well. Damn it. I'm addicted. The Microsoft controller specification for Windows. Is it? Too much data is encoded in the password. I don't think there is too much data. In this game, basically, there is two things you want to save, which are the current level you are in and the current partner you have. Aside from that, there's nothing else to save. Because you don't save the score, because if you game over, your score goes back to 0. The same applies to the lives and the hearts. It doesn't matter at all. You know? And yeah, the items as well. Like, the only thing that matters is the level and the partner. Aside from that, nothing else matters. So it's actually like a very, very short password. Right, let's see if Simon can act. Well, Trevor can actually do this, or if he cannot. Yeah, maybe I needed to have faith in Trevor. He doesn't seem to be doing half bad right now. I mean, I don't want to shinz it, but I don't know how to avoid the last fireball, though. It seems completely impossible. I think the best way to deal with this guy is to just spam the axes. Or maybe not spamming the axes, maybe crack it and warp to credits? No thanks. Just finished like 3 games I was playing in the multiverse, so now I gotta wait till other people find some items. Fucking masochist. But it's okay. Alright, it seems that Trevor is a better alternative, unless I'm just playing better, which is hard to tell. I prefer the term CBT enjoyer. I don't. Wait, a skeleton spawns here? No. In the next one. Here, this one spawns a skeleton. Alright. Wait, I want to see what's here. No, not even Trevor can get whatever is there. I really wonder what it's supposed to be. Like, I don't know if I'm fucking up or if it's just there as a trap. Like, oh, you thought there was gonna be something. Well, actually, there isn't shit. And you are a moron. Like, that sort of stuff, right? Okay, so this time, I remember going left instead of right. That's cool. I didn't remember to be patient, though, but that's okay. At least you get the checkpoint here. And I get the checkpoint without losing life, so that wasn't bad at all. But the problem is this place, and the fact that you don't get any sub-weapon here. So like this axe that I have now, it's extremely useful, but I won't be able to use it normally. Like if I die here on the respawn, you won't have that shit. Oh, I didn't know they fell from the waterfall. That's fucked up. And it's even worse when your whip is this small. Yeah, that's a problem. It might be better to just ignore everyone until you get here. The crows are hard no matter what you do. Maybe... oh, okay. Well, I guess the crows can make things slightly easier, but barely. Yeah, okay, it does make things better. Nice. I like the jump scare of the knife. Very good. Yeah, they are not gonna stop spawning, bro. So the fucked up part here is that if you jump into one of these platforms, you are fucked. You don't wanna do that. Oh, here is the boss. Who is the boss? Oh, it's a doppelganger. Well, it will be very useful to have the cross right now, but I don't. Wait. Oh, you can jump up there. I didn't know that. Well, that looks like trouble. Will I be able to do much more with a cross? Maybe that's the sort of boss that I should fight with the wizard. Probably. I thought it was gonna be free, but that doesn't look very free at all. Because if he can jump up there, basically have no place to hide. There's nowhere to hide. You sack of shit. Alright. I want to check... I mean, I'm assuming the password is gonna be the same one, but I want to see if that is indeed the case. I mean, it should be. I don't see why it wouldn't. Let's see. Alright. Yes, it is the same. Okay. Well, as I say, the only things you need to save in this password are the current level and your partner, nothing else. Yeah, the doppelganger, indeed. Alright. So yeah, let's leave it for today. I can save the replay. I don't know for what purpose. I don't even know what it will save, but might as well. I don't even know where it saves it. I don't even know how to rewatch it even. But yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. And tomorrow we're gonna continue with this game. Hopefully I can beat it, because theoretically there's only 2 stages left, but it's gonna be a problem. But yeah, let's hope everything goes right. So yeah, again, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you on the next stream, so have a good one, and take care everyone.